Here's what we're working on for ABC 15 News at 5. You watched it unfold live right here on ABC 15 last night. Now we're hearing from the mother caught in the crossfire of that wild chase, the split-second decision she says she was forced to make with a gun in her face. I talked to both campaigns' diversity directors about internally what are they seeing in their campaigns regarding Arizona. We start with the Clinton campaign and why they believe they really have a shot. As you heard, the Trump campaign just flat out does not believe some of the polling numbers, some of the most recent polling numbers they are seeing out of Arizona. Coming your way at 5 o'clock, we talked to some more campaign insiders about what to expect during this third and final debate tonight, and also how the candidates are feeling going into it. Are you opting out of Black Friday? More people are making that choice. Retail Next just releasing a report today saying Black Friday won't be this year's top shopping holiday, falling instead to the number 3 spot. So this is kind of coming full circle for Jimmy because, of course, he famously crashed the governor's ball 22 years ago. That's where he's going to be going after the show is over, along with many of the stars here on the red carpet right now. And, of course, we will be here to cover it all for you. So look for our live reports coming up after the Oscars. I'll send it back to you.
I'm not here to retry the case.
Little more than 3 years out of prison and right back in the self-help business.
My friend Jackie Joyner Kersey. Have you heard of her? She's an American hero.
James Arthur Ray's been called a guru, a charlatan, but to George Brown, he is simply a felon.
I see the man who murdered my daughter and took her life from her.
Convicted of negligent homicide in the deaths of Kirby Brown, James Shore, and Liz Newman, the self-help guide, as he calls himself, back in court today, asking to have that judgment set aside.
It just makes me sick. It's, he doesn't even comprehend what he's done.
Temperatures inside the structure may have topped 200 degrees that day in '09 when Ray's followers, who'd paid $9,000, crammed into the makeshift structure following 3 days of fasting. 21 would be rushed to the hospital. Ray would spend less than 2 years behind bars.
Less than 2 years? It's not right. Grand theft auto, you get a minimum of 5 years. I mean, it's crazy.
In court today, the judge restored Ray's right to vote, but refused to set the conviction aside. Outside court, Ray said life coaching is his purpose, and he has no plans to quit. And do you understand, though, the pain that you caused the families by continuing on in that purpose?
Well, I'm sorry about that. I really am, and it's what I'm here to do.
He says he's not in it for the money, but isn't offering any to the families beyond what's legally required.
Why don't you donate your salary to a good cause?
I didn't kill 3 people.
I didn't kill them either.
And that right there is why these families say he's never truly taken responsibility, and perhaps never will. Fay Fredricks, ABC 15. Under attack and under scrutiny, law enforcement agencies around the nation are feeling pressure on all sides in the wake of the deadly officer-involved shootings around the nation. New on the Now, I go behind the badge, training with deputies from the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office to see why even a traffic stop is never routine. In Maricopa County, 700 deputies cover nearly 9,200 square miles. They roll solo and are trained not to rely on backup because it could be a long way off.
It's probably the most dangerous position that you can put any law enforcement officer in.
It only takes seconds to see why.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
Could I see both your hands on the wheel, please, sir?
This time, the bad guys were fake, the gun fired paint pellets, and the deputy was me.
So I have my bulletproof vest on underneath, I've got my body camera, and I've got a helmet because we do have paint rounds on my weapon.
The deputies in this room, the team that trains the real men and women who risk their lives protecting others. My crash course starts here. Rule number 1, come home safe.
When you fire this, it's going to have a significant amount of recoil. My hands are here because now I can grab that gun.
Yeah.
I can protect my face.
When it's my turn, the first thing I notice, tinted windows make it almost impossible to see inside. And I can't see the driver until I'm right up next to him.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
Arizona is an open carry state. I'm taught to assume everyone has a weapon, and just because they tell you about one doesn't mean they don't have another.
See your hands, please? Both hands, please, sir.
We run the drill 3 times. I end up shot once, hit just under the vest. The conversation afterward, what drivers should know about being stopped. Pull over far enough that you're well out of traffic. Turn your dome light on at night so they can see in the car. Put all the windows down so they know no one's hiding in the back seat. Keep your hands on the wheel and wait to reach for anything until you're told to.
My driver's license is in my purse on the passenger seat. Is it okay if I reach in and get it?
Communication is key, they say, to make them feel safe and to keep you safe, too.
MCSO has done 50,000 traffic stops in the last 18 months. In that time, not one of those has ended in a deputy-involved shooting.
That has to be a memorable experience.
It was, and I have quite a welt to show for it, where I got hit with the paint round, too. By the way, our thanks to MCSO for being willing to help us tackle what is a very sensitive topic at a time when emotions are running very high.
From handcrafted to heartfelt, the Christmas cards cover the walls. And that's just the way Dick Ozzie likes it.
This is from everybody down at the cancer center.
Diagnosed with terminal lung cancer last spring, Dick knew this would be his last Christmas. So he reached out to friends, asking them to send him one final Christmas card.
I just wanted to do something nice. I wanted to do something that would be meaningful, that would mean something to me.
Those friends told other friends, who then turned to social media. 2 weeks later,
563.
I cannot tell you how much joy that has brought to him. He must ask me 4 or 5 times a day, is the mail here yet?
His wife Kay tells me he opens and reads every one, but one in particular is special, from a little boy named Elliot.
I have no idea who Elliot is.
He drew a picture of a tree and enclosed a tiny toy, and in that one simple gesture, brought joy and peace to this 74-year-old's heart.
He's a very special little boy. He understands. And I'll love him forever.
Dick's wife Kay tells me they checked the card for a last name or a return address, nothing. So if you happen to know little Elliot, please let us know here at ABC 15. And if you'd like to send a card of your own, we've put Dick's contact information on our website, abc15.com.